Don't have kids. The title of this video. But I'm gonna be straight up with you. It's not what you think. Since I've cut down on my social media, deleting all the apps, if not maybe a few. And by a few, all I mean is, I don't know, like Google Maps and really that's it. I don't have anything. YouTube, my bad, YouTube. You still see things, especially if you're lost, not sure. You see things like, don't have kids. I wish I knew this at 38. I wish I knew this at 20. I wish I knew this at 50. I wish this and that. Like, there are so many millions of videos, or thousands, or whatever, that will point you in such different directions. And some you may relate, some you may not. And that's the whole point of it. Some you will, some you will, some you won't. But it gets to a certain point where you have to say, all that shit. Don't pay attention to none of that. Not even this. Make your own decisions. If you're closer to knowing who you are and what you want and where you want your life to go, then you won't have to be here listening to me. You won't have to be here listening to anybody. And so the only thing I will say about these videos, and it's going to be kind of, biased because, I have kids, is like specifically talking about don't have kids, right? I get that because they lived a different background, different traumas, or just different circumstances, and ultimately a different point in their life of whenever they made that video or whenever they said what they said. But it's not you, and that's not yours to adopt. And the thing about it is, yeah, having kids is more responsibility, financially, time-wise, like everything. It affects everything. You have a little bit of time for everything, but it's manageable. And some days are not cut in stone like a set schedule, But remember that if this is what you asked for, then this is what you get. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. I had to say it. But it's the truth. Like, I don't know. It goes with any situation, really. Like, no matter what happens in your life, if you made certain decisions and you knew the outcome was going to happen, like, I know it sounds simple and common sense, but like, and I wish I could say it in a way where it's more like depth, but like, it's like, okay, for example, because I used to pray to be stronger, right? I remember points in my life I was not right, and I would ask to be stronger. I would ask, God to show me the way, give me a sign, this and that, and I thought I was going insane. But as I look at it, everything that has happened has made me stronger, and it continues to do so. It continues to make me grow. And I know there's opposite people thinking like, there's no such thing as everything happens for a reason. But I get that, but at the same time, it's like, nothing is right and wrong about this life. It's almost like if everyone's beliefs are valid, right? So you can't really sit here and say that it's not, because for one, it's ever changing, and just because what you believe in doesn't make you who you are. Well, I guess it does if you believe a certain thing about yourself. Yeah, it does, but it's not a set in stone kind of thing, Anyways, I just wanted to go on this rant to let y'all know that, but I don't know, man. The only thing I've ever wanted, and I see it more now, is I want peace. You know, I do want all these fun things to do and to spend money on and work on, but now I just, like, long story short, I have a lot to work on myself to even get to a point where I can, I don't know, I want to say, no, not be who I want to be, no. I already am who I am, but I know I have a lot of work to do, and I want to continue to do so, however that looks like for me, and come on here and talk to y'all, because all I really truly care about is just peace. I just want peace, and I want to be able to do the things or thing that I love to do, even if it's in small increments, you know? So that's what I try to do. That's what I try to do. Anyhow, I guess just to give y'all kind of an update what's going on with everything is the truck, the spacers. So I don't want to make this drawn out, but just to put it simply, the spacers, first of all, did come defective. The threads were stripped, they were messed up. I'm not sure what the heck they did with them. Secondly, I forgot to mention that the axle hub bore was slightly smaller than the wheel bore, and so it didn't fit snug. So those two reasons, but mainly because it was defective, right? I returned them. I'm waiting on them to get back with me on the email, saying if they will. Well, they already said they'll exchange me, but I'm hoping they'll do it to my specifications that I sent them. That way I can get them back and get my new wheels and tires mounted on them. And as far as the Camaro goes, I still gotta do a rear diff fluid change. It's still leaking oil, but it runs. And other than that, that's all I got going for me. It's been a busy weekend with the kids and going out and falling asleep. But hey, I can't complain. All I've ever wanted was just to be in the present and not let the future pull me, or the past drag me. And I believe I'm there now. I got a good handle on it, being present and all. And it's a feeling that's like the best feeling that you could have, because when you're in the present and your mind's not wandering as you're speaking, then you can finally feel like you know what you're talking about. Like, you can finally feel confident in whatever you're trying to say, because you're not trying to think of anything. You're not trying to make it seem like anything. You're just here. You're just here. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. I got a job to do, and I'll see y'all in the next one.